Hi Capricorns, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your August reading. So, I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to be posting on Wednesdays and Fridays now, probably in the mornings. So I just want to let you know, give you a heads up. So I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Capricorns, let's find out what can you expect coming up here in August. All right, well, the overall energy of this reading is the Emperor. This is the card for Aries. So Aries might be strong in your chart, might be strong around this reading. But more importantly, the energy of this card is like holding your ground, not budging, looking, knowing what you want, and it's really hard right now. If somebody's trying to change your mind about something, you're pretty rigid, you're pretty set on your thinking. You're very well liked and respected by others. You also may hold a job that involves being a leader in your profession. Someone who makes decisions. So up here in your highest energy, Capricorn, is the Page of Pentacles. So these are the two highest energy cards in your reading. Here you are, highest energy, thinking about your security and your stability, your groundedness. You might be looking for a commitment with someone. I need to read on. Let's find out why the Page of Pentacles is in your reading, in your highest energy, along with the Emperor. So far it just feels like you're looking for security, you're looking for stability, groundedness, possibly a commitment, and you are holding by your ground. You're holding to that thought. Next to the Page of Pentacles is the Queen of Wands. This is fire, Aries. This is Aries. We have two for Aries. Leo or Sagittarius might be strong in your chart or in somebody else's chart around this reading. But more importantly, this is about hanging on to that staff there. That is a staff of fresh starts, new beginnings. You want it to include groundedness, security, stability, possibly a commitment. You might have a love of gardens. You might be associated somehow with gardens and animals or nature. But yeah, you're ready. And this is also a staff of passion. So with the Queen of Wands, it can be very passionate. So there you are. And then right next to the Queen of Wands is the Two of Swords. There's something, see, you're blocking, you're stuck looking at something one way. This is what you want. And you really don't want to veer from your goals, so to speak. You have your swords up. These are swords of truth and clarity, and also self-protection. Your heart is crossed with your arms. You're protecting your heart. You're blindfolded. You don't want to deal with anything other than what you have your mind on, which involves a fresh start, new beginning, moving forward, and security and stability. So under the Page of Pentacles is the Seven of Cups. There's confusion and love here. All these cups have something else in them. These are choices. It's very confusing. You've made choices. They haven't panned out before because there was something else in these cups. Cups are love in the tarot deck. It becomes very confusing, and that is probably why you are not veering from what you've decided you want. You want love without something else in it. You want it to be grounded. You want passion, and you want to move forward in your life. On the other side of the Emperor is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is under the Two of Swords. So the Nine of Cups, this can be wishes coming true to fulfillment. It's also about the cups, because see, I have the Seven of Cups on one side of this energy of just, knowing what you want and holding out for it. And on the other side is, I think you've taken your cups of love and you put them on a shelf behind you until the right person comes along. And this is why you're guarded. You're not handing your cups of love out to just anybody. They have to have a pentacle. Okay? So under this Seven of Cups is a High Priestess. Your intuitions are running high right now. So use them. If you just pull back that pomegranate curtain and you pay attention to what yourself is telling you, you will have answers to questions that you seek. So it could involve anything. It can involve love. It can involve someone who may be approaching you. Follow your intuition and it will guide you. It will lead you. You have that. That's very nice to have. That's being able to depend on your own thinking, your own self. And so what it's telling me is just, you're probably doing the right thing. Is by sticking to your intuition, you're sticking to what you want, being rigid about what you're going to accept into your life and when you're going to hand out that love. Next to the High Priestess is the Ten of Pentacles. That's right under the Emperor. See, your highest energy is looking at a pentacle, the Page of Pentacles, really keeping your eye on the ball there, which is the pentacle. Well, under the Emperor here, this is what you're trying to manifest right here. And if you let your intuition guide you, you can find your way here. This is the Ten of Pentacles. This is security and stability, groundedness, possibly commitment. This is union between two people. There's family involved here with dogs. There's a child, extended family. This is a beautiful, grounded card of union between two people. That's what you're after, and you're holding out for it. I have the Page of Swords under the Nine of Cups and next to the Ten of Pentacles. Your guard is up. Your swords are up, just like they are with the Two of Swords. You're not swinging it. You're just on guard. You are very much in tune with what you want. And whoever comes forward, like I say, rather than just having love, they better have a pentacle too. It feels like you've been through it and you just don't want to accept love without the security and the stability, at least the possibility of it manifesting. Let's take out the second part of this reading and see what else we have for you from the universe for Capricorns for August. And here we go. There's that sword. Capricorns for August. Oh my gosh. All right. So Capricorns, we have the Ace of Swords here up in your highest energy line. A lot of it is about the sword. It's about truth and clarity through conversation. Whoever enters your life, this is what you're going to seek, because you need to know, like I said, and I can't say it enough, that they have a pentacle. They're committable. They're grounded. They're secure. They're stable. So you're going to ask the questions. You're going to have conversations. You're not jumping into anything. You're sitting on a granite throne. You are not leaping into anything. So right next to the Ace of Swords is the Wheel of Fortune. This honesty, this truth that you seek and you speak is going to help move you forward. The universe is involved. The wheel is turning for your better, for your fortune. And there's really no getting away from that, because your mind is made up and you are absolutely, from looking at this reading, if this sounds like you're reading, you are doing the exact right thing. This universe is going to propel you forward for your better. It's powerful energy here with that wheel spinning. Powerful. It's moving right towards communication. This is like texting, emails, video chat, however you do it through the airways. So this is back and forth communication. Now, I'm starting to feel like there's somebody that you want to communicate with here. Maybe they are a fire sign. Maybe they are an Aries. Maybe. But I'm starting to feel like something has got, you've been through something. You've been through a judgment, anyway, a spiritual lesson. And I think part of this spiritual lesson, see, the guardian angels and spirit guides, they're blowing their horn down on you. They're getting you to awaken to a new way of looking at things, and I think that's exactly what happened. I think you put your love on a shelf. I think you know that you need to look for that pentacle in any relationship if you want the 10 of Pentacles in your life. And I think you learned it. So here you are, guarding your love, waiting for the right person to come along, asking the right questions when somebody comes along in your life, speaking your truth, getting their truth. And the wheel is just kind of like picking up on all this, and it's moving you forward. It looks like there was a tower moment, which is part of your judgment, some kind of falling out, and it probably had something to do with groundedness, with security, stability, or even commitment. There was an argument, there was some sort of blow up with someone who is returning. This is a happy reunion card, and it's right under all that communication. So, it looks like things are turning around to me. It looks like there was somebody, or is somebody in your life that you had a falling out about. And I think it was about the Pentacles. But you talk about it. You speak your truth. And that's exactly what it looks like that the will of the universe wants you to do, is have this conversation. And it brings them back. It brings them back in with these cups of love. And it's a happy reunion. Under the Judgment card is the Lovers, the card for Gemini. So Gemini might be strong in your chart, might be strong around this reading someplace, in somebody else's chart. But this is a divine soulmate connection. This person who is coming back is a divine soulmate. You've been lovers in another life. That's a very strong connection you have here. And so it feels like in order to get them, and you probably had no idea that this truth and this clarity needed to be talked about, or needs to be talked about, is going to kind of change things. There's going to be a two-way conversation about this. And I think it's going to amount to something like, let's just, give it a chance. Let's just look at this relationship a little differently, and let's see where it goes. Well, they feel this connection just as you do. And I have the Knight of Swords right under the Tower moment. And the Knight of Swords is rushing in with that sword of truth and clarity. And I just feel like this is all about this divine soulmate that's going to come back into your life. There's going to be a reunion. I think you're separated at the moment probably. And in August, you're going to be rushing right towards them with this truth and clarity. Like maybe things weren't entirely finished with what needed to be said. And them too, I think that they're going to come forth with more truth and clarity than what was said before. And you are holding by. You are standing by your guns here. You are sitting on a granite throne. You know what you want. And if they can't provide it, I mean, I think this is all coming up, that you need to look elsewhere, and they know it, and I don't know how you're telling them that, but they don't want to lose you. And so they're coming back. And then I have the Page of Wands next to the Knight of Swords, under the Three of Cups. There's something that needs to be said. And it kind of feels like it's from the other person. We already know that You have truth, you have clarity. There's going to be conversation, but you know what? I think they love you. I don't know if they've told you that. I think they have deep feelings for you. I feel like it's been brewing from the bottom of their feet and it's going to come out their mouth. And they're holding the staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, just like you are over here with the Queen of Wands. I think that's why they come back. And it's such a happy reunion. Is I think through all this conversation, I think they're going to admit their feelings for you. I really do. I'm going to take out one more card for Capricorns. The Magician. Okay, so the Magician is, there's your infinity symbol. The High Priestess, same thing. Intuition, knowing. You have all the tools it takes to make this work. You do. And you can use any of those tools at any time that you need when you need to use them. It's helping you to manifest what you really want. And part of that is being the emperor, being in the emperor's energy, and you know, having your self-protection, your swords of self-protection up, blocking your heart, not wanting to deal with a relationship that looks like it's going nowheres or does not have any commitment. And I don't even think you're sure about the love until you have all this conversation. And the Magician here is pointing at the Ace of Swords, and that is that conversation. And this is full of truth and honesty. And I think that's going to help propel you forward. So you can manifest this. You are going to manifest this. You have all the tools to make this relationship work. You need to know that they do. So, wow, Capricorns, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance.